Let's discuss mixed experiences that people have with MSC Excursions across different ships and across different time periods. Hello everyone, my name is Fatima Mahmood. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Why am I making these videos about the MSC Meraviglia when there's so many others out there? Click on the link below to watch my video explaining my reasons. Before my first MSC cruise in 2021, I'd read lots of mixed feedback about MSC customer service. I was nervous about booking full-fledged tour excursions through them. So during my first trip, I didn't officially do any excursions through them. I used a private company in Nassau, Bahamas. But the other aspect of it is on Ocean Cay, when you rent things like the wave runners, or you want to climb the lighthouse stairs, or you want to get a float, that's considered an excursion, and you purchase it through the excursion, either online portal or through the excursion team's desk on the ship, and your tickets and receipts for those items come through the excursion team. You've heard me in another video talk about how I regret purchasing things like the floating mats and the umbrellas beforehand, and you should just wait until you're on Ocean Cay Island to get those. While I didn't do any official tours through MSC in Nassau in December 2021, I spoke to another passenger about her experience on that same trip with MSC Excursions in Nassau, Bahamas, and I'm going to share that story with you as it was told to me. This story was shared with me by Dawn. Dawn, a travel agent, was traveling with her husband and adult son. She's an experienced travel agent, and this was her first time on MSC, even though she knew about the company before and had suggested to other friends to go on this MSC cruise before. The excursion she took was the C&C tour in Nassau, Bahamas. I'm going to read off a little bit of this, but you'll be able to read most of it. It's basically you get taken to a semi-submarine via ferry, and you get to see underneath the shoreline and the sea to see what's there. It's fully air conditioned, and you can take in the colorful world of reef wildlife. And then back on dry land, you'll board a coach and set off on a tour of Nassau. And you'll see key landmarks, but basically you'll be able to get off and on at different stops. Keep in mind that MSC contracts with this third-party excursion vendor to provide the service to its passengers. Dawn reported loving the underwater submarine part of it, and there was no problems there. The customer service issue came about with the land tour on. The bus driver always stayed inside. There was no real tour guide. The MSC person officially on it was a person in training. This is her experience tour. She never knew these places. She had never researched on her own, and we don't think management gave her what she needed in order to represent the company well. So essentially, she didn't know the sites. She didn't know what to look for. Dawn had this interesting story where they were misled as to where the Queen's staircase is. They spent 20 minutes on the wrong staircase. Got back, the bus driver, who was Bahamian and obviously a local, was laughing and saying, haha, I saw you go in the wrong direction. I thought it was so funny. Even the MSC tour guide person asked, like, well, why didn't you tell us? He's like, because there wasn't that extra level of customer service of having an MSC person who knows the area and is guiding people properly. Even if they're not explaining every single thing along the way, at least they're guiding you to the correct area, so you're getting your money's worth. You know, for the MSC person to have to ask the bus driver why he didn't tell them, I mean, it's co-branding. So the MSC is taking on partners that it can't trust, and that it isn't, the customer service of the partners is not reflective of the customer service received in the MSC buffet and the MSC open dining areas. When Dawn told me this story, she was seriously considering saying something to the excursion team. For 2022 cruise, I had watched some videos, and I was impacted by one particular video. A Rich and Jazzy Life on their YouTube channel did an MSC cruise out of the port of Miami, and their destination could have been Costa Maya or Cozumel, Mexico, and they had a very negative customer service experience, and they are traveling professionals, so they addressed their issues directly with the manager of Excursions. I encourage you to find that video and watch it and see how they had the experience and dealt with the experience. But watching that video and going on a 2020 cruise that included both the stops in Mexico, Costa Maya, and Cozumel, I was concerned about booking MSC cruises. So I did some when I was on board. I didn't pre-book a bunch of things. I've already posted a video. One of the official excursions is the official ship tour that's conducted on board. I had a mixed experience with that leaned toward being more negative than positive. I hope you'll watch my video to learn more about it. At the same time, I had a really positive experience on that same cruise in Mexico, Costa Maya, with the Chacho Ben Mayan ruin full-fledged tour. That was a total of 4 hours. You can see this screenshot from the website before boarding the ship, where you could buy tours at discounted prices. I took the screenshot, but I didn't purchase this because I wanted to ask questions at the excursion desk in person about from what time to what time this tour was going to be, but I highly recommend this tour. Here you can see most of the paperwork that I got once I booked this tour, and it was the night before. I had to write down and find out that the tour was from 10:30 to 2:30 p.m. That was the 4 hours. If you look on the left side, you'll see that they say that the meetup time is 10 a.m., so about half hour to get everyone settled. This is one of the most organized experiences I've had on MSC, and you can see the number 4 is our group sticker. You are supposed to attach the sticker to yourself and keep it on you at all times during the whole tour. Night before the tour, they give you detailed instructions about where to go, what to meet, and they give you a release waiver to sign. The theater was the meeting spot for multiple tours going out of Costa Maya. Once I walked in and saw this huge picture projected onto the screen, I started feeling much better about how organized it was. So here they have the Broadway theater divided into groups and a clear map indicating which group should sit where in the theater. The MS team did a great job of getting all 3 groups off the ship, organized fashion, and directly to the specific tour buses from their vendors that we should each be on. While walking on the pier, the MSC team held up numbered signs and everything so that no one would get lost, hopefully. I cannot say enough positive things about our on-the-ground tour bus and his colleague, the bus driver. I was so sleepy, and I regret that. I did not take pictures of their company badges that they had on the sleeve of the shirt, and I'm regretful that I didn't take pictures of their names and write it down. I don't know the company name, but whatever it was great, and these guys were great. Once you're interacting with the tour guide on the bus and on the ground and with the bus driver, you just walk away with the sense of these guys did a really great job of balancing being casual, being laid back, having fun, and being very professional and being very about their business in terms of keeping us all safe, keeping us all organized the entire time, giving us enough time for fun, and making sure that we all stayed together when we needed to. We were not a small group, and official MSC Excursion team members were also participating in this tour, which is different than the Dawn story I shared. But I've been on a lot of walking tours across American cities. It can be difficult for tour guides to pay attention to the whole size of the group and pay attention to people who are in the back or people who are slowing down, taking pictures. This tour guide was very skilled at having fun, giving us information that we would find interesting, and keeping tabs on almost everyone in this group, at least visually, and making sure that no one is left behind, that the whole group is staying together. That is a unique skill set for a tour guide, and he nailed it. If you happen to know the name of that company because you were on that exact excursion or a similar follow-up excursion, please email me or write in the comments below the name of the company. Even better if you can remember the name of the tour guide. I hope I've shown you that people have both good and bad experiences on MSC Excursions. The ships are very beautiful. It's one of the reasons why people like traveling with MSC, as well as the price points compared to their competitors. However, there are customer service issues. I hope one day there will be overall great experiences, and there will be consistently great experiences on a cruise line with such beautiful ships. Thank you for watching my video. I'd love to hear from you on email at fmahmood@wellesley.edu. You can also find me on LinkedIn at that address. And if you do send me a connection request, please go ahead and send me a note. Before you go, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. And please go ahead and watch my next video. Thank you.